All rise. This court of Tuckahoe County, City of St. Petersburg, State of Missouri, is now in session. The Honorable Josiah Thatcher presiding. Please be seated. Case number 53, State v. Muff Potter, is now continued. For the prosecution, Mr. Lanyard Bellamy. For the defense, Mr. Gideon Wayne. Mr. Bellamy.
If I may recapitulate briefly, for the sake of our more distinguished jury, we have thus far introduced evidence. First, with regards to the murder weapon found at the scene of the crime, that it was sold to the accused, Muff Potter, in November of last year by our neighbour, Mr. Hartley Wood. Second, the body of Dr. James Robinson was riddled with no less than 4 stab wounds to the back, and was consistent with the time of death near midnight on the night of May 7th of this year. Third, on that very same night that our friend Dr. Robinson was brutally murdered, the accused, Muff Potter, was seen lurking near the St. Petersburg graveyard.
I do object, Your Honor, on the grounds of lurking. Sustained. Mr. Bellamy, you may speechify in your closing argument. Now get on with it.
Yes, Your Honor. The state now calls Injun Joe to the stand.
Injun Joe, Injun Joe, Injun Joe!
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God? Joe?
Now, Joe, were you or were you not near the St. Petersburg graveyard on the night of May 7th?
I was there.
And did you see anyone in the graveyard that night? Living, of course.
I saw Muff Potter and Doc Robinson, and Muff was drunk, of course.
Joe, now, do you have any idea why Muff Potter and Doc Robinson were in the graveyard that night?
Not the faintest.
How could you say such a thing? We were grave robbing, all 3 of us. Your Honor?
Silence! I warn you, Mr. Wayne, control your client or he will be forcibly ejected from this courtroom. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Bellamy.
Now, as you were passing through the graveyard, Joe, on the night of May 7th, what did you see?
I saw Muff Potter and Doc Robinson get into a fight. And then Muff, he goes for his knife and he stabbed the dog in the back 4 times.
Joe, what are you doing?
Silence!
God almighty!
Mr. Bellamy.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Wayne, you may cross-examine. I have no questions, Your Honor. Mr. Wayne, you have no questions for this witness? That is correct, Your Honor. You're free to step down, subject to recall.
The prosecution rests, Your Honor.
Mr. Wayne, you may now present the defense. You do have a defense, Mr. Wayne. I do, Your Honor, and it is quite the doozy. I would like to call a witness. Just one, a Mr. Thomas James Sawyer.
Tom!
Are you nervous, boy?
Yes, sir.
I don't blame you. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to tell these folks exactly what you told me last night when you come to see me. Alright?
Yes, sir.
Now, Thomas, where were you on Saturday night?
I was in the graveyard.
Do speak up, my dear boy.
I was in the graveyard.
Were you near Hoss Williams' grave?
Yes, sir.
Were you hidden, my dear boy?
Yes, sir. Near the gravestone, behind the path.
Did you carry anything with you that night?
Yes, sir. A dead cat.
Dead cat.
To cure my warts.
Next time, try spunk water.
Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Now, that night, were you with anyone? Thomas?
Yes, sir. Only I'd rather not say who, if that's all right.
That's fine for now.
It was me.
You will be called as a witness if necessary.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, tell us, Tom, however you like, using whatever words you like, exactly what you saw that night. Exactly.
Well, Doc Robinson and Muff Potter, they really did get into an argument. Only Injun Joe was in the middle of it. And I ain't lying. And then Doc hit Muff in the head with a board and knocked him out cold. And I ain't lying. It was Injun Joe that stabbed the Doc. Joe did it. Joe killed Doc Robinson.
You are dead, boy. Dead.
Ta.